Is it recording? Yes, it's recording. Okay, well, welcome everybody to our call tonight. I'm going to try and keep this about 30 minutes. So everyone that's here is invited by either myself or Danielle. I am going to tell a little bit of my story on why I started Beachbody. And then Danielle's going to tell a little bit why she started. And we're going to give you all the details. And then I'm going to come back and go over how we earn money, what we do, all that great stuff. So again, welcome. It's Thursday night. I'm glad you guys are here. So I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Let's move you guys over here so I can do this. Okay, there we go. Presentation. All right, can you all see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Yeah, awesome. All right, well, my name is Morgan. For some of you that know me, some of you don't. I have been with Beachbody since 2012. I strictly signed up for the discount as a coach. I wanted the products that I was planning on using for a discount. I had no intention on working the business whatsoever. I strictly was like, I just want the discount. And then I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll do this as a hobby, like a hobby coach, so I could like sign up a couple of my friends or my family members, just enough so I'd make enough money to cover the cost of my products. And I did that for a really long time. So as you can see here, I signed up in 2012, but I didn't really start working the business like seriously until 2019. Why did I join Beachbody? Honestly, it was total my own thing. Like, I am a performer. For those that don't know, I am a burlesque performer, and I couldn't fit into one of my costumes, and I was mortified. I had to go on stage, and my dress wouldn't zip up, and I was like, oh no, this is not happening. This is not okay. So it was literally New Year's Eve of 2016, and I'm sorry, 2011, and I made the whole post on like Facebook saying that that's it. I've gained weight. I'm New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose weight. Yada yada yada. You know what everyone does. But I actually stuck with it, which most people don't. And since I made that post, I had a friend contact me that was working with Beachbody and asked me if I've ever heard of Shakeology. And I was like, no, what is Shakeology? She told me what it was, and she said that, I can give you a sample if you want to try it. And I'm one of those people that fell in love with it immediately. I was like, what is this magic that I can drink once a day instead of eating a regular meal? And I bought a bag, and I literally signed up as a coach just with Shakeology. I didn't buy the workouts or anything, because I had bought myself a treadmill, and I put that thing in my living room of my itty bitty little condo, and I used it every day. It literally took up half of my condo. But I started drinking Shakeology, started feeling better, started using the treadmill, started feeling better. Then I decided to invest in my first workout program. Back then it was on DVDs. Now we have an amazing streaming service. And the workouts were an hour long. So I made the commitment that I was going to do it. I was very proud of myself because it's something that I actually stuck to. I was the kind of person that said that I was going to do something and never really stuck with it, especially when it came to like working out. I mean, I danced. I was like, that was enough that I needed. And obviously it didn't, because I gained like 30 pounds. And then, I started feeling better and doing all the things. And my whole life came crashing down around me, like stopped me in my tracks, everything. Okay, I'm going to try and do this without crying, guys. If I cry, I apologize. I cry every time I talk about this. Sometimes hysterically, sometimes I don't. Not hysterically, but my whole life came crashing down. My best friend in the world, the person that meant everything to me, was my dad. He was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and there wasn't much that they could do. So tomorrow would actually be his 79th birthday. And on the 24th is going to be 9 years that he passed away. So literally he got cancer, and it was like February 24th when they found it. So he went quick, but I literally had to watch my father deteriorate in front of my eyes. And between working a full-time job, because I had a muggle job then, a 9 to 5, um, I also was still performing on the side. So between working a 9 to 5, which I worked for my dad, so I had to help run his company when he was sick. I was working the 9 to 5, performing on the weekends, running back and forth from lawyers, talking to doctors, nurses, banks, trying to get all his affairs in order. And the last thing in the world that I wanted to think about was working on myself. But I made a promise to myself that I was going to stick with this program, and I did. And honestly, Beachbody came into my life at the time that I didn't know that I needed it. And it literally saved my life. If it wasn't for me working out every day and taking that hour to myself, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys, because that's how crushed and mad and I went down this horrible downward spiral of depression, and every day showing up a little bit for myself took me out of that depression. And I realized that I couldn't be the daughter that my dad needed me to be if I wasn't working on myself at the same time. And I let depression like destroy me. So with that, I got through that without crying. Yay! So being the discount coach and everything, when I finally did decide to start working the business, I mean, you can see here, my hair is colored. Dyeing your own hair gets kind of a pain in the butt, and I was turning the bathroom a bunch of colors, and I wanted to end up paying someone to do my hair. Now I have extensions. My hair is expensive, so I needed to do something to make enough money to cover the cost of getting my hair done. And also, paying bills and not worrying about like, do I pay this bill or do I get groceries for the week? So that's kind of where me starting to be out of the hobby coach thing started to working the business. Um, and then last year, COVID hit. I'm a bartender, guys. I lost my job, 100% lost my job. And I was like, okay, I got to do something. I got to start taking this coaching thing even more serious. I started building a team and ended up 2000 as a 2021 Premier Coach. And that's a big deal in our business. And it's because I worked my butt off. And now, I'm bartending again, but, I don't need to. I actually do enjoy it. But I'm able to, pay my bills. We're clearing our debt because of this opportunity. I'm paying, you don't have health insurance when you're a bartender. I'm literally paying for our health insurance. And you know what? Another reason I wanted to do it, because when COVID hit and I lost my job, I felt like a failure because I didn't have anything else going on. I mean, I even lost my performing. So I really wanted like my family that I have, and I wanted my husband proud of me. So that's how I started on my story, and holy shit, I got through it without crying. So now I'm gonna go to the next slide, and I'm gonna unmute Danielle so she can talk a little bit about her story. So next slide.
Hi guys, I'm Danielle. So I decided to try Beachbody, and I actually was kind of scared when I heard the name. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When somebody sent me a link for Beachbody, I was like, "Oh, screw that! I'm not joining some company." Um, and because I thought she was gonna help me lose, like it was an old student of mine. I thought she was gonna like lose weight, so I went to like a mom's page and asked people what they thought of this company. And actually, what ended up happening was I messaged my like as I posted on that page, somebody said, message this girl, she's awesome. And my friend requested her, and we started talking, and I decided to join her. And I was probably the most argumentative customer to join ever. I questioned everything in the sign up process. I had pneumonia 2 weeks before I was signing up because I used to get sinus infections. I was always sick. I'm a mom of four. And when I joined, my kids were all, it was 4 years ago. So my kids now are 7, 8, 18, and 20. So they were all 4 years younger. So I had little ones and big ones. I was stressed out, and I worked 4 jobs. And I was a dance teacher. So my job was physical, and I could never miss work. And so every time I went to the doctor, she was like, "They have to do your blood work," and she would tell me my cholesterol is on the verge of being too high, and I'm like, "I've never been unhealthy." Like, I just thought I was a healthy person because I was a dance teacher, but, when I had my 4th child, it was 4 years later, and I'd still not lost the baby weight, and, so that was, like, the biggest I had been in my life, and I was like, "Well, maybe if I just lose weight, I'll feel better because I was depressed. Like, I would lay in bed every day and just be like, all I would do is get up, make sure my kids were fed, get them to school, wanna sleep. Like, where can I fit in a nap? Where can I sleep? Like, when is the next time I wanted to sleep, like, because I was just always tired. Um, and so and I just, like, all I was doing was going through the motions, and then I was always like, I mean, I was when you're a kid, you're a dreamer. Like, you have all these big dreams for your life that you want. Like, I want this career, I want this house. And suddenly I realized, like, I'm like, I don't h it as I was when I was a dance teacher, I realized, like, I'm like, I don't have to dream anymore. I'm just going through the motions for the last 10 years. Like, I've been struggling, like, as a dance teacher, as a mom, and I'm like, for over 10 years, like, nothing's changing. And I was like, "You know what? Maybe if I start taking care of me a little, I'll give this a try." And so I decided to try it. My coach signed me up as a coach right off the bat, and I argued with her about that. I'm like, I am not coaching anybody because I owned my own dance studio for 10 years. I'm like, I never want to own my own business again because you become your own boss. And I was like, nope. I'll send people to you if they want to sign up. I started Beachbody. 3 weeks in, I lost 9 pounds. I started to feel good. Like suddenly I wanted to I was energized. I was like, oh my God, this is working. And so when I lost those 9 pounds, I was like, I remember asking myself, "What's gonna make me stick to it? What is gonna make me, like, continue this?" And I was like, "Maybe I'll try coaching." But I was a little scared. So instead of coaching right off the bat, I made my first post with just a picture of me working out with my 2 little girls next to me copying me, because they would copy me when I would work out, but I'd hide in my bedroom because I didn't want my sons to see me. My oldest son said to me, "Yeah, I wonder how long this is gonna last." And that was almost the biggest motivator in my life because I'm like, I'll prove to him that his mother is not a quitter. and and so I posted the picture of me working out with my daughters, and I think I didn't even have a big following or anything. And I think I got like 250 likes. And people were like, I'm so proud of you. Like, good job. Like, and I'm like, so the next day I had decided, I'm like, I'm gonna coach. I'm gonna give it a try. And I knew that it would keep me. Well, first, I decided to coach to cover my costs too. So I was like, I'm just going to give it a try. And I posted in my first week, I signed up 2 people and started to help them. And suddenly I felt like I had purpose. Like I was, when I started helping those people, I was like, oh my God, this isn't just about me now. I'm helping other mothers and other people feel good. Like, and I already was starting to feel good, but it was working for me. So I was so excited. And then I started to help other people, and I wasn't doing it alone anymore either. Like I had the community, but there's accountability in the community. It was nice, like 3 weeks into or a couple weeks in to get texts from my coach saying, how you doing, how your workout's going, like knowing somebody was watching. But I also had my kids watching, who the one who said, let's see how long this lasts. And I had had a gym membership for 5 years to our Y in our town, and I went there once. Because with 4 kids, like getting out of the house was not easy other than to go to work. So working out at home was so much easier with my kids here. And I didn't start the meal plan till probably I think I did it one weekend. I started when I got my meal plan and my shakes, and I started that, and that's when I really got my results. My relationship, I'm not gonna lie, my relationship was bad at the time, but we were just doing what we had to do to take care of our kids, but it was not a healthy relationship. Um, and this changed me not only physically, but it changed me emotionally. Like I started to realize Danielle deserves more in life. And so once I began coaching, within 5 months, I was able to quit one of my jobs. And within the full year, I left all of my dance teaching jobs. And I tried to just teach one night a week because I'm like, oh, I'll miss teaching dance. And then within a half a year, I was like, you know what? I really don't even like that on Wednesday. I have to commit to leaving the house even on Wednesday. And I'm not available. If my sons had a hockey game, I had been a dance teacher for 20 something years and I have a degree in psychology. And I was like, I hated that I had to miss things for my kids, like to go to work. And when they like, I miss so much. I didn't get to eat dinner with my boys don't have the version of me that my girls have now. And so within a year of coaching, this is all I do now. If I do anything else, it's by choice on the side. I don't usually like commit to anything else other than coaching and parenting. And I love it. I love the friendships it's brought to my life. I went away last weekend to see my first concert for the first time this year, and I could travel to Texas. And the girl I went to see the concert with lives in Texas because I coach her. Like I jumped on my Zoom call in the morning to work out with them that morning. And she was like, oh, I got tickets, front row seats to your favorite, like to her. She obviously, like, you meet people that are into the same things as you because you're sharing yourself on social media. And which I was scared about at first too, but you really start to see who the people that you connect with are real quick. Like you do. Like I met Morgan online and I saw her and I was like, who is this girl? I like her. I'm like, she was a dancer, but like I'm a dancer too, but like I wasn't a burlesque dancer, but I love burlesque. Like it's something I've always wanted to do, but I taught kids. So like I've always been like, and I had kids and I was always worried. And so meeting Morgan and I saw her and I'm like, oh my God, I love her. Like I love her edge and I loved everything about her. And we started talking and became success partners. And I met Morgan for the first time in real life on a cruise that Beachbody gave me. And I do have a team. Me and Morgan are on different teams. But I just connected with Morgan and love her. So we hang out together when we go on trips. Like, and we both go on all the Beachbody trips that are given. Like we talk about, like, I mean, when COVID hit, like we didn't get to go on this past year's trip. This one coming up, I got a voucher. Like I was like, Morgan, did you get the voucher for the free trip? And she was like, no, but I have a voucher for a free trip to Riviera Maya. And I have another trip. We have another trip coming up to Punta Cana. That's next. Hopefully that one will freaking happen. So I don't know if I said everything that I said in my little blurb on the side, but I've been coaching now. I started coaching a month after being into this, and I've been coaching for 4 years. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I actually tried to help somebody, like do one of my girls like needed help like in a job like within the last few months, and I was like, oh, I'll help her a little bit, like, and then she tried to give me like a set schedule and I was like, oh no, no, no. I'm like, I do not want to be working every Friday or I'm like, call me when you need me because I don't need the job. I make enough I make what I made before as a coach, and my coaching has only gone up every year. It's never gone down every year. Like I automatically get raises because you build and build. At the longer you do it, the better it is. Um, for me, as long as you're doing the things you're supposed to, it's, I think what Beachbody taught me the most in my life is some self-discipline and to make me take care of myself and to make me, and I'm a better parent. Like I cope with stuff better. I struggle with depression and anxiety when I don't work out. That stuff can consume me when I work out, which I do every day. Um, that stuff doesn't. And the reason I show up to work out is I have 400 people that signed up with me that I have to show up for. Whether they're doing it or following through, I show up because I know they're watching me. And so like I'm not going to be like, oh, the coach who doesn't show up. Um, so I think I said everything I needed to say. I did. I think I said it all.
Oh, I love you so much. And like
I
she
love
said,
you.
we would have never met if it wasn't for Beachbody. And like she like literally randomly wrote me on Instagram. I was like,
I
who
did.
is this badass chick?
And I don't normally write to other coaches, like I don't. But I was like, wow, this girl looks like somebody I could get along with. And I was like, and I was kind of looking, I wanted to meet it's nice when you meet people from different teams, you get different like training stuff and you work together differently. Like, um, and I love that, like Morgan, I probably wouldn't have done this sneak peek because I get super, I'm not gonna lie, I get like anxiety, like thinking about public speaking. And then once I start talking, I'm like, oh my God, this is so comfortable. But before the whole leading up to it, I'm like, oh God, I'm scared. Like,
Everybody is.
yeah, I did my workout right before this. I actually postponed my workout today to do it right before this because I knew my workout gives me confidence. Like I can take on the world after a workout.
So if
So
you
I
see here,
waited.
these are her little ones with her.
Yeah, those are my two
Some of her
little girls.
team.
And
So
yeah,
move forward. So I'm going to talk a little bit about like how we do everything and how we get paid and all that good stuff. So we're going to move forward. So I hate that this is like in the way. I'll move it over. Okay, so we as coaches have the four vital behaviors, and this is kind of our list of things that we do so we can build a team and be in line with what we as coaches are. So first of all is proof of the products. If you watch myself or you watch Danielle or you watch Kat, you know we are definitely proof of the products. We work out every single day. We post about them. We drink our shakes. We drink our Energize. We are all in 100%. We all like bleed Beachbody Blue. And the reason why we are proof of the products is because we take them and they work. Like I would have never joined if I didn't start drinking Shakeology. And then within the first couple weeks of drinking Shakeology, knowing that I was feeling better and that I had lost like 4 pounds just from drinking Shakeology because my cravings were like sweet tooth cravings, my salty cravings, that all went away. And I wasn't craving the junk food that I would normally crave because I was getting such dense, amazing nutrition in my system. Another thing is that we connect, engage, and invite. Like Kat and I engaged, Danielle and I engaged, and we connected, and we find people that fit our group and like people that we want to be around and hang around with, and people that need what we have to help them. We don't only just work, it's not only like about the physical thing or, like working out every day or the shakes or everything. We also are very big into working on your mindset, which you'll see here, personal development. I have all my girls that sign up with me to pick a personal development book or Audible book. I am not a reader. I'm all about Audible. And it's a lot easier to do it that way because like when I'm in the car, I listen to my Audible instead of music, or when I'm doing the dishes or making dinner, or when I wake up in the morning, because the journey that you decide to go on when you start wanting to get healthier and, feel better, it's definitely mental, and your mental has to be strong for you to stick with it. So that's why personal development is one of our four vital behaviors. I did these backwards. So it should have been improve the products, personal development. And it's got numbers. It doesn't matter what order you do them, just do them. So the fourth one is my favorite thing, which is recognition. I love recognizing my coaches. I love recognizing my challengers. I love shouting out people that are doing the things and getting results. As you can see here, I've got a picture of Kat from when she achieved Diamond. I posted that all over Facebook, all over Instagram, with music and banners and in our team page, because that's a really big part of it. Like we want to like celebrate your itty bitty small wins and your really big wins. Like that's one of the biggest things I love. And like here you'll see like when you sign up some of the goals that you'll have if you decide to be a working coach. You'll understand that more once you sign up, but we recognize all of this and so much more. Like I just shouted out a bunch of my girls that literally pressed play for the first time on Monday, that they made the commitment, they drank a shake, and they did their workout. And that's a big win for some people. So I wanted to celebrate them, and that's what we do for celebration. Let's see. Okay, I hate that this is in the way. Okay, so there we go. How do coaches earn an income? Our goal for when you do sign up and you decide you want to be a working coach is to help you be as profitable as you possibly can right off the bat. So we will work closely with you. It does take a little time, but with consistent effort, you're going to get there. It's just how bad do you want it and how much are you willing to put in it. This is your business. Nobody can tell you that have to clock in at 9 o'clock in the morning and clock out at 5. You can literally do this in the pockets of your time from this little device that you have in your hand all day long. I literally run my business on this thing. So retail commission, anytime you sign someone up, you get 25% off the products that they purchase from you. Another way is by building a successful team. So once you sign up and you start getting people under you and they start, getting people under them, you end up having a team, and that equals a bonus that you're going to get. So literally, it's like free money, like just for helping people feel really good about themselves and them paying it forward. You're going to make a bonus off of that. So that's really cool. And then depending on where you go with the company, there's profit sharing opportunities with rank advancements and leadership and all that good stuff. So there's so many different ways to make money in this business. And as your coach, I'm there all the way. Danielle would be there all the way. Kat will be there all the way to help you. So you're never, ever, ever alone in this business. And that's one of the one things. And you're not even alone in your journey, which I love. As you see here, this is from the Beachbody cruise that Danielle was talking about. This is where we first met. We had been talking though for like 7 months before that. So this was the one of the Beachbody trips that we earned. That was everything was paid for. We didn't have to pay for anything. So I mean, unless you're like somewhere that had to fly into Fort Lauderdale, but other than that, everything was paid for. It was amazing. Next thing, okay, time commitment. A lot of people are always asking about time commitment and how much time do you need to put in this. Again, like I said, this is up to you. This is your business. You get out of it what you put in. I always recommend 30 to 60 minutes a day, 5 days a week. But again, you can do that in the pockets of your time. It doesn't have to be like sit down 30 minutes. It could be like 5 minutes of inviting here because you have a break at work or you're on your lunch break, and then another 5 minutes later. But there's also, we have this really awesome system called the Success Club system. It's a tracker. So there's a digital one now. This is what it will look like if you had printed it out. And it just gives you like little things that you can do throughout the day to help you, advance your business in case like you forgot something. Like of course you're going to work out and drink a shake, but like maybe you forgot to do invites that day. So you go back and look at this, and even though it says 20 minutes, you don't have to do 20 minutes. You can do 5 minutes. Just do 5 minutes and check it off. So you know that you've done something for the day for your business. As you can see here, this is we have a annual thing every year called Summit. This was in 2019. Unfortunately, they canceled it again this year because of COVID, which is sad, but it'll be virtually. This is part of my team. And then we just did a diamond retreat in Orlando. Some of you talked to me and were like, you hung out with Autumn. I'm like, yes, I did. It was pretty cool. It was really nice to see everyone because I hadn't seen everybody since 2019. We all took COVID tests before we went to make sure we were COVID free. We all got COVID tests. We got back. So we were very safe, and it was very nice to see each other. So our events really like drive our businesses, and it's what like lights a fire under us and just like fills your soul with so much goodness when you see everybody and you have, your community there. It's amazing. And Kat got to go for the first time, so I was really excited. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's move this again. Okay, so what about like myths that everyone says? Like one of them, like, I don't want to be salesy. So don't be salesy. Be you. You are proof of your product. If you're excited about something, you're gonna talk about it. Like, say if you're not let's say how about this, you're not going to talk about the new restaurant that you went to that was amazing, right? You're gonna tell everyone, hey, I went to this restaurant, it's awesome, you should really check it out. So you're talking about something because you're excited about it. It's the same thing. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they're being salesy. I want you to be excited about what you're doing because you feel amazing and you want everyone else to feel amazing. You're not at your fitness goal. None of us were when we started. I started doing a hobby coach. I had only lost like 5 pounds when I started doing that. I had like 30 pounds to lose. But the fact that I was in it at the beginning and I was telling my story and I was just posting on social media that I'm doing a workout and drinking a shake, and people were like, oh, you seem a lot happier. What are you doing? You don't have a lot of time. We're all busy. It's whether we work a full-time job, whether we own a salon, whether we bartend and perform, whether, you're a dance teacher, everybody is busy. We all get the same amount of time in the day. You just have to figure out what works best for you if you want to do this to fit it in like the pockets of your time. We all get the same amount of time. I tell people when they tell me they can't work out, oh, I don't have time to work out. A 30-minute workout is 2% of your day. You can't commit 2% of your day to yourself to make you feel better. So it's too expensive. This one like really gets me because it's not. It's so much cheaper than going to a gym where now, even though they clean, I still feel like it's a petri dish of germs. It is so much cheaper to sign up with us and, you know, where you can actually make your investment back and actually do something at home than signing up for a gym where you get gym and gym equipment and that's all you get. You sign up with us, you get over 400 workouts, which is like 40 something, almost 50 now, full programs, two amazing nutritional systems that you don't ever feel like you're hungry, you don't ever feel like you're deprived. I still eat sweets. We also eat sweets. We also have a cocktail here and there, but we just do it in the right amount to keep to our goals. You get 24-hour support. You get an amazing community. With some of the signups, you get equipment. You get a coach that's there that's gonna rock like everything to help you to achieve your goals. You don't get that at a gym. I don't have the support of my spouse, which that's another one that I'm always like, what? Like your spouse isn't supporting you that you want to feel better and have more energy. That one just is mind-boggling to me, but it does happen, and that's okay if he doesn't or she doesn't support you at first. Once you start getting happier and you feel better, it's going to show, and then they're going to be happy, and then they're going to realize, okay, maybe this is something I do need to support her in. My husband didn't drink Shakeology when I started. It took him 3 years to first drink his first shake, and now he
Nobody in
drinks
my
it every day.
family. Nobody in my family supported me when I started. Like, I kept it a secret that I spent the money, and when I did, and my son must have looked up or somebody looked up how much the shakes cost, they were like, "You'll buy those, but you won't get me some sneakers." Now my son drinks Shakeology with me,
It
and he
took
goes on the trips with me, and they do the workouts, they totally support it now, but it took me
Yeah,
showing them.
it took him 3 years to drink a shake. He finally drank a shake. He drinks it every day, and he actually did when he started drinking the shakes. He actually did one of the programs with me and got amazing results. And he's done other programs, and every time just gets phenomenal results. So don't worry if they don't support you. They'll see what they're watching, and sooner or later they're going to be like, I don't have a big following on Instagram or Facebook. That's fine. You don't need a big following. I literally have a coach that signed up 2 weeks ago. She has no social media, none. She's already signed up 2 coaches. She has no social media. So it doesn't matter if you have a big following or not. We can help you with that too. It's a pyramid scheme. That's another one that drives me insane. It is not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. If this was illegal, Beachbody would have not be around as long as they are around. Okay, so I love this, what it says in the bottom. What if instead of fearing failure of the or the unknown, we start fearing the real big guy, regret? You never know if this is going to work for you unless you give it a chance. There's never going to be a good time, ever. I promise you, there will never be a good time to start. And when you start, everything is going to happen around you that's going to keep you from starting and going and succeeding. But I promise you, if you give it your all and you jump over those hurdles and you lean into the community and you lean into your coach, you are going to have not only the best results you've ever had in your life, you're going to make some of the closest friends you've ever made, and you are going to build a team that rocks. And it's all good stuff. I swear it's the best, one of the best things I've ever done for myself was joining Beachbody and the team that I'm on and meeting the friends that I have. Okay, so how do you get started? Our starter kits, this is one of our kits right now that we have with our newest program with Autumn Calabrese. If some of you know her, she's the creator of 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Country Heat, 80 Day Obsession, so many other things. Also, one of the most amazing nutrition programs ever. The Ultimate Portion Fix is which what I follow, but you also get 2B Mindset, which is another amazing program. So this is on sale right now. So the $199 starter kit is the sale price, and what you get with it, you'll see everything here. You get a full year of Beachbody On Demand, which is our streaming service. That's where you get all of your workouts. You get 2 amazing nutrition programs that are available again on Beachbody On Demand. You get your shakes, you get a shaker cup, depending on which packet. If you get the pack that's a little bit more expensive, you'll get Shakeology, as well as our pre-workout, which is Life, and our post-workout drink, which helps so much with muscle recovery. I think I would be like walking like a zombie half the time if I didn't have my Recover, because it literally helps the soreness. You also get the door track, which is, if you've seen my videos, you've seen me use it. It's the most amazing equipment ever. Like, it literally has replaced like that NordicTrack thing that you see with all the bands and everything. It's just this small thing that you can attach to any door and get the most amazing results. I literally am working muscles on my back that I haven't worked in forever with this thing. And you also get the core ball. So like I said, this is the starter kit. And again, this goes over what I've talked about. You get, and when you sign up as a coach, you also get your own website. You get team training, you get coach mentorship, you get, there's usually weekly calls with the team. There's one-on-one mentorship, and the quarterly and yearly events like you saw that we had. This picture down here is Danielle with some of her team. I love this picture. And the last slide. The team that you join definitely does matter. Not all teams are the same. I know so many other coaches that are on different teams, and they're always seeing like my team and Danielle's team, and they're like, you know, you guys are so close, and you know, you guys really help each other out. We do everything that we possibly can for you to succeed. As this is the retreat that we just did. You know, we have a group on social media that is our team pages. And if you have a question and I'm not available, you know, one of the other coaches will be there to help you. You are never, ever, ever alone. And like I said, one of the biggest things, and I can honestly, the number one reason why I've stuck with this as much as I have is because of our community. And like I said, just have made the bestest friends because of it. And they're not just friends, they're literally family. And so yeah, I mean, if any of this resonated with you, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact myself or Danielle and or Kat, and we can answer your questions. And we really hope that some of you join us and sign up with us, because like I said, you'll never know unless you give it a try. You don't want to be sitting here 6 months from here and see some of the people that you see on this call having huge success, and you've been like, damn, that could have been me too. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining the rest of the coaches on here. Like I said, if you have any questions, just reach out, and good night, ladies.
Thank you guys for coming.
Oh, I stop screen sharing.